Hello and welcome to another Crosskeys tournament match. Today we will see Ignitus versus NTapple. It's one of the last matches of Swiss round number 6, and we got ourselves an inverted. So on my side today, Leaf and Jay Cooper for commentary, and on the trackers myself, Rob G, and Zapirion. What's up, guys?
Not much. Just looking forward to a fun race here, and we got an inverted seed, so that should be a lot of crazy fun.
Yeah, always fun to see some inverted showcased. Welcome everybody. Cooper, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I think I got enough sleep. I think we're good to go. So, how are you?
Doing well. Also think I got enough sleep. So, I'm rooting for chat to answer the question in chat. Because I don't like being biased on commentary. I think it's more fun to, shout out both sides.
Yeah. Obviously, you may have a friend in this race, but, we're here for a good time.
And speaking of times, we're off, and we're getting to see both starts already. Our first notable inverted... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, our first notable inverted change is the Link's house spawn is not always in its vanilla location. It just has to be in its vanilla location today.
I think... I don't know if that's actually true, because we've seen it pretty reliably at...
that might be a door branch change. Then.
Yeah.
Because, I know that when we ran back when we had inverted Crosskeys on the ladder more, it wasn't vanilla.
So notably here, we've already seen the Paradox Cave, so we'll be looking for some weapons. Like Ruby is getting some great bomb drops here so far. And I think that's all that Apple is doing here is farming this bomb bush so that they can go in and do the cave here.
We might be seeing a case where they're trying to avoid the Moldorms upstairs and just grab the bombs.
Okay.
Oh, maybe
well, now you just go buy bombs, right? And then, yeah, you're all set. Oh my goodness.
And we're being brought up on Invert 2.0 in chat. That is on the overworld branch, which we are not using for this tournament.
And it can be really hard to figure out how to get resources inverted, but not in this seed. We are just all set here. And Ruby also going to the cave with Paradox in it, so should also be set. Oh, is he not gonna?
I think he's gonna go get more money for either more money or more explosives here.
Yeah, you got the 25%, got both the 50-50 bombs there, so should be in good shape. We'll see if he buys more once he gets to 300. I imagine so, but we'll see.
I would imagine so. Although, knowing Ruby the way I do, probably will actually try and go upstairs first and then buy on the way out to check the connector.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. Didn't get the triple like Apple did, but the double's still nice. I think he'll just save and quit. Might as well.
It's that's there. Respectable.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't complain having a spawn at Thieves Town entrance.
Yeah. Man, half the fun if inverted seed is seeing people do bunny walking all around the light world, but I guess we're not going to get that today.
Yeah, because we already have our pearl. It's kind of crazy about this one.
Yeah.
A check that Ruby did not make on the south side here. This lake shop that leads to Mire Shed in this instance. Or is that where he got money? I'm actually not sure all of a sudden.
Not sure why he's walking out of there. You could just save and quit if you're going anywhere else. Where would you go from here?
I might not be thinking of the save and quit here, but and just trying to go. Oh, okay. Curiosity shops are paradox exit.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen the bottom yet, though, so that is interesting at least. I am expecting that it's going to take us to Light World somewhere. But we'll see what happens.
I'm a little surprised Ruby didn't buy bombs there, but
yeah, I'm pretty surprised too.
And
we got Hyrule Castle.
We like Hyrule Castle. Easy checks, easy connectors.
Yeah. We might want to wait on doing the back until we determine where Sanctuary is. But yeah, we are in Kakariko now.
I'm assuming waiting to see on that where Sanctuary is, make sure it's not like inside Hyrule Castle's drop down. Ooh, I think that was a tier 1 green or tier 2 green.
Yeah, it's definitely green rupees. Not exciting. I'm not sure what tier rupees I'm, but almost certainly tier 2. Unless that was his second pull, but I didn't see one before. Got a blue mail there. Probably won't get that, but maybe. We'll see.
If there's something here... Okay, there's nothing here to come back to. I was gonna say, if there's something here to come back to and you have a hammer later, then maybe.
Yeah. Or if resources are just really low. Like, if we just saw Ice Palace. If we got to go into Ice Palace pretty early, then I would certainly consider grabbing that blue mail before heading in there. But generally...
But in inverted, that does require the hammer, so... Eastern Palace.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go into Ice Palace early without the hammer anyway. Generally, most of the time, you got plenty of stuff to do right now. We got an immediate Eastern digger here, huh?
Everyone loves the debate on do you do Eastern or do you not?
Yeah. I think we've got 1,000 things we could do right now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this Eastern dive, only because we haven't even finished Kakariko that we're standing near.
Right, exactly. I mean, you could have the well or the bottle vendor with the Eastern big key in it, and that has progression behind it, and you just don't know. So,
like, I understand wanting to. Ooh, we have a Mire connector.
Oh, he's only doing a mini dip here, and then dying out. Okay.
Not the worst thing to do, and we did get Zora money out of it, which is a benefit.
Yeah. Don't think it's worth it, but it's something.
If we had the mirror, I'd be a little less critical of it if we had the mirror for that instance, but
sure.
Thieves' Town is nice to find.
Yeah, for sure. Free 4 checks here. Oh, Ruby's in a dark cave.
Based on that,
probably Death Mountain
maybe
Descent.
Death Mountain Descent.
Yeah,
I just can't tell from the direction if it was left or right.
Kind of. irrelevant, really. Either way, it's just a connector. Just one way is a little more difficult to go through than the other.
We are going to get the map chest here, but we do not have the equipment to deal with the rest of the back of escape, which...
Right. I would kill this guy, though, and grab the key, but...
I'm not sure I'd do that with your last 2 bombs, though. Not where we don't have an easy-to-get-to bomb shop. That, other than Paradox, that Ruby hasn't bombed open.
And the bomb shop that he walked into and walked out of without buying bombs.
I wouldn't call the Dark Chapel an easy entrance to get to right with our spawns, but... Ooh, GT.
Okay. Of course, we can only do Hope Room right now. We'll see if he takes a look at the torch as well. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. I support this approach here. Just get out here and come back later. Nice bomb source right here.
That entrance certainly didn't move very far.
True. And now we're checking its original location for 20 bucks.
Was I the only one hoping for the tavern to be there just for a laugh?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Looks like Apple's looking to get the key and then Death Warp.
Oh, nope, he's just going for it. Oh, we got a hook shot.
There's something you're always happy to get.
Yeah. That would speed this up a little bit, too. Bombs seem to be plentiful, so... You know, not too worried about running out of bombs here.
Helps when they're on guard drop, honestly.
Yeah.
You always want bombs on either guard drop, Stalfos drop, or Moldworm drop. Just because they're the most plentiful enemies to find.
Didn't see if Uncle had anything.
Uncle was a 20.
Chest. Okay. Stun drop is a heart. Ooh. Hookshot would be mildly handy right now if you were in Apple's shoes, just in case the guard gets a little too frisky. Looks like he'll probably be okay here. Oh, he's just gonna kill and then presumably bomb himself to death after killing this ball and chain.
Luckily, I don't think it has the piece part count to get a heal, so now you just don't want this to be a sand cart.
Yeah, on this tracker that Apple is using, there's a piece of heart count right to the right of his sprite, and it's currently at 0.
It's just small enough from our perspective that I can't see it as well.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's fair. But there's nothing there at the moment, so we should be okay. But anyway, that sink or escape dive was not terribly useful. Why are you picking up that 20 when you've got 780 rupees? It's a little silly. Speaking as someone who's always considering, got to worry about bottle vendor plus Zora plus pod, but yeah, well now we're just looking even sillier.
Spiral Cave is not exactly what you want to find, especially when we know that it exits to Hype Cave. But also, when do you go back to that spiral cave?
Oh, I mean, I would go through it right now if I was in their shoes. That's a pretty good time to just kind of end the route and, you know, start fresh.
Ganon is locked by a glove. With like 95 times out of 100, that's going to be something you'll have anyways.
Right?
I say this as somebody who has had glove go mode just to get to Ganon, but
Oh, yeah. Checking top of the graveyard, and we got a hookshot cave. That's pretty exciting.
always exciting to find this with a hookshot.
Yeah. I often forget to do this in inverted.
Oh, Graveyard Ledge?
Yeah. Turtle Rock.
The second Castle Tower key.
Yeah. We could have had what am I trying to say? We could have had a key drop in this seed, but we did not end up rolling that, so inverted is enough.
Invert, as somebody who recently played Invert Key Drop, that's an exciting time, but Invert is enough.
Yeah. Got lots of choices here for Zaruvyen on East Death Mountain, but I have to imagine that he's going to go to West Death Mountain, and maybe he's either going to Death Warp here or he's going to make a liar out of me. We'll see.
I would be surprised not to see him do East Death Mountain. He does like getting the mountain connection, the mountain spawn if he can.
Yeah. Of course, the old man might be in the Dark World, which we don't have direct access to at the moment.
I forget that's a thing that can happen with that, yeah.
But he is walking back out, which is curious. Why would you not Death Warp if you're going to do that?
Not entirely sure.
Yeah. Apple is going through Spiral.
Might be. I mean, I understand a little bit if you're considering East Bound conserving the heart for the boulders, but
yeah,
only a little bit.
Yeah. There's the bottom of Spectacle Rock connector, so good to know that we don't need to worry about that too much unless we're trying to get back to Death Mountain. Alright, so there was nothing in Spiral Cave.
It makes sense that Apple would want to follow us because Apple hasn't checked the other exits of Hyrule Castle here.
Right. And yet another entrance for Spectacle Rock on Death Mountain.
And we want to find a third one at some point.
Right.
Because that's a big key.
Yes. Using the hookshot for iframes.
Nice.
And here we go. Okay.
Wow! Did we? I think we just found all three Speckle Rock X's in a row.
It might have been in a row. It was very close, if not. Yeah, I think
not exactly the big key we were looking for.
Fastest to walk out. That was our Swamp Palace big, I guess.
Yeah, Swamp Big.
Well, we do have the hook shot and the Swamp Big. Well, I mean, those things are somewhat unrelated, I suppose, but a nice pairing.
It means that when you can get into Swamp, you can full clear Swamp for cert.
Right. Oh. Apple just died. Oh,
I think that was DMD right to left.
Yep. That's certainly what it looked like here. Yeah, that cave is pretty tough in the dark. When you're coming from the dark world, especially because those bats can do 2 hearts of damage. So
Yeah, it can be pretty tough with those.
although
Left
the
to right is usually a bit safer.
yeah, the hookshot does one-shot them if you manage to nail them.
But if you're not used to that dark cave to begin with, it can be nasty.
Yeah. Now Ruby seems to be going and rescuing the old man here.
I'm actually not sure where we're at in this game. This is unusual for him to not know where he is. He ended up in the bottom left corner somehow.
Yeah, that was very strange. I don't know what was happening there. Okay, but
Okay.
he did get the old man, so we do know where he is. And dying was probably good in a way because better to get to the overworld with 3 hearts instead of 2 or fewer. But yeah, that was certainly not ideal.
I'm really hoping that Apple goes over and checks the other drop-down before taking this hookshot cave.
Might be a good idea. The well or something could be there for sure. We haven't seen that yet, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Just because it can get kind of awkward to get back into that top right corner in inverted. Bomb
yeah,
shot.
there are so many places that are awkward to get to in inverted, that's for sure.
It's part of the charm of inverted, is figuring out how to route it. So, we have a mire and a skull for red crystals today.
Okay. Those aren't too bad. Skull especially is always nice to see as crystal.
Yeah, because with how few requirements skull actually has to clear. Also worth note, it looks like we got a blue potion out of that fairy fountain. And here's Fairy Ascension.
Nice. Okay. This is useful. Let's see what Ruby decides to do with this trip to Oh, you gotta hit the crab. Don't he would drop a heart, and that seems really important right now.
The bee psyched him out, though.
Oh my goodness! If he would have died to that little whatever you call the thing that comes out of the exploding guy, that would have been quite the scene, I guess.
What do you call the little enemy that comes out of the octoballoon?
I have no idea.
This
is the first time I've tried to use a word for it. Ooh.
Tower of Hera.
Yeah. Is Ruby gonna go get the one check that he can get with his hookshot? Ideally, you want to climb with a weapon, of course, but at the same time, this is kind of annoying to get back here.
Maybe if you get a weapon here next door.
Yeah, but I would have just checked next door before even going in there at all to see what I got. And Ruby's moving on apparently. Are we going to see a fake flipper here to something? Yeah.
I would assume so if we're going back out here.
Yeah, and we can just swim by the island because the island is a free item if it's something good. But we should go to the hobo first, probably, if we're gonna do that. But that's what I would do: is go to the hobo, grab his item, and then swim by the island. And if it's something good, stop there. And if it's not, just continue on to Zora.
See, I'm not even sure I'd do Zora in that situation. But with the way I wrote, I'd actually, with how awkward it is to run around this light world, I'd actually consider jumping off on the lake shore and going toward Eastern.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But you also know I route a little loosely.
And it's a boomerang. Not worth emptying our route for. Okay. He's just going to do the island. And we can't get off of here, so...
Not the most unreasonable thing. It'd be great if this was a bow.
It's a sword! That is a big deal.
You know, that's a big deal.
Wonder if he'll do the front of escape now, but we also still haven't seen... Oh, we got the old man start in the light world. That's a really great start, actually, right there.
And that gives him a reason to go back up to do Spiral Cave here.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got a plan for after Spiral Cave, because he knows where it comes out, right? So...
He might red loop that into the front of escape you were talking about.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen where the sanctuary is, right? So we don't know... Well, we do know it's not behind Ega 1. So that's the biggest thing, I guess. That's the worst place it can be.
It could still be behind GT.
Right.
But
GT's
GT's also more item dense than Castle Tower.
Right, exactly. There's an item just like a minute before you would drop, as opposed to several minutes for Ega 1's drop.
I thought several minutes was just the Aga 1 fight.
Okay. Apple getting the same news that we already had. Man, it could be a very long time until Apple gets that sword, that's for sure. Which,
yeah, that sword is not in a great spot for Apple right now.
Yeah. I mean, the hookshot is a better item, but the sword is just nice.
I mean, being able to knock enemies out of your way is a big deal.
Yeah.
And currently we can do that to every enemy except the Lionels on Death Mountain.
Especially once we get the boots.
Yeah, once the boots come into play, the sword is even bigger.
Yeah. Okay, so Apple is also coming out of the ferry connector and going left instead of right. So we'll see how this turns out.
Might be one of the players who is of the opinion try to find a glove before doing Ice Rod Cave region.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was unfortunate. That looks like it was a death at Dark Cross before getting the chest.
Oh, was it? That is really unfortunate.
Because Ruby's already got map chests, is why I say that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't have that marked for a check. Yeah, we did see the top of Bumper Cave there, and Apple could have gone through it, but chose not to. Don't blame him necessarily, but I would have certainly been tempted. Man, this seed is giving us so much money.
Yes. Did you want money? I mean, on the plus side, we know where the potion shop is, and that's the next best use for money.
Yeah, but at the same time, both fountains were in the light world, right? So they'd both be giving blue potions. And that one is actually pretty reasonably accessible. So we've got unlimited blue potions, basically. Yeah.
There's the well.
Yeah. I applaud Apple for prioritizing this. Have we seen Ganon yet?
Ganon is in the sanctuary, so the drop is safe.
Okay. That's right, you said that we needed a glove to beat the game. Man, did you play the MMM last night?
I did not. I was playing factory games with a friend instead.
Okay. Have you heard about it?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I would say maybe you want to play it. It's an interesting seed, to say the least. I don't want to
Meanwhile,
spoil it for you, though.
There's that consideration of the Hyrule Castle key we were talking about. That is a sanctuary behind GT.
True. So it's possible that Apple will need to beat Ega 2 to do the backup escape, but we could also just get the Hyrule Castle small to make that possible as well.
I'm actually not a big opponent of having Sanctuary, something behind GT, Sanctuary, or the Well, or Ganon, because it honestly eliminates that question of, do I want to climb? Because the answer is just all of a sudden, yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah. I think I've fallen onto Goomba's take that it's only really worth worrying about stealing the key if the sanctuary is at Lumberjack. Otherwise, just go ahead and do the front of escape and don't worry about it. Got a hype cave. Is it hype today?
I mean, it's not going to be as hype as V18 stuff, but I don't think it's been that way for a while.
Okay, well, we got 2 somewhat important small keys there, and a cape. The cape seems unlikely to be useful, but you never know.
The castle key, if Ruby gets the castle key before trying Dark Cross again, that would mitigate some of the punishment feeling of the death there.
Right. But also he would feel like, why did I try this earlier when I've got this key now? So
Rob from our tracking team points out there's a bow on the race game.
Oh, there is. Interesting. So we just need to get a connector there. It's the only way there in inverted. Do we have any connectors outstanding? Oh, we have
the desert entrances.
Ah, yes, that. But we also have the bumper bottom. Because we saw the top at this dam. I guess Apple did not see that bow, because if I were him and I had seen that bow, I would certainly be following any connector I saw.
Yeah.
Interesting that they both are dipping Eastern here, and Ruby is continuing past the first 2 checks.
Ruby is absolutely continuing here.
Yeah. That also makes a little more sense because he's seen a little more of the overworld than Apple had at the time. So.
Yeah. Speaking of connectors, here's one that could lead to our bow. And also, importantly, it leads to items.
Yeah. Always kind of feels like a minor waste to me if I find this and I'm going through it when I've already got full magic.
A little bit, but...
Yeah. It's like...
It's still items, at least.
Yeah, well, items in theory. Not this time.
I mean, they're checks. They're done.
Yes.
You don't have to think about them now.
Right. And now we hope this is something we don't need to come back to. Up, here we go. Beautiful. Perfectly works out for Apple, that's for sure. Meanwhile, one more check for Ruby in Eastern here. I assume that he's going to get through. He's going to have to pick up some hearts, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got a sword. Why aren't you using the sword? Oh, he went ahead and used his blue potion, which I guess that's fair. You know you can get more of them, especially when he finds the one at Link's house. And now he's just going to die anyway.
Using Blue Potion lets you use the muscle memory for the room rather than having to improv it, though.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
there is something to be said for having the ability to use muscle memory instead.
And another potion. Great. This game hasn't given us a ton of hearts so far, but it is keeping us safe.
It's not giving us a ton of anything else either. Luckily,
like
both players have a weapon.
True. True. The bow is a nice complement to the hookshot. Alright, I guess we're going to go check that last drop now. I wonder if Apple might also go back to Death Mountain through Hookshot Cave, or I'm not sure if we have anything else there worth doing. Yeah, you can't hookshot that, but I appreciate the effort.
It's a section where you're not used to going anyways, so it's the case of what can I hook to?
You're right.
The answer's not that.
Speaking of what can I hook to, Apple missed out on the opportunity to hookshot the opposite way across the river here in the light world, which rarely comes into play, but clearly would have saved time here.
I will shamefully admit that recently I had a hook shot and forgot about it and did a current jump in the light world instead. So...
Okay, we got East Dark World access. I mean, from here you do the obvious thing and check out everything we can see from here.
The obvious thing, walk out of the hedge maze and drop a bomb at your feet to get rid of Kiki.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. I would just go to the Dark 5
Oh,
room,
right,
and
'cause
he'll just run away anyway. Well,
Okay,
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
I'll be completely honest. I've had a couple of seeds with the follower shuffle QL, so I'm completely unused to Kiki running away for a minute.
I'm going to guess it was intentional because he came here first. But if he had... Did Ruvy do the well? He must have done the well, right? Yeah.
I certainly hope so. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit, with Ruby's covering tracks, I was focusing on Apple.
Right. Yeah, because this is new stuff we haven't seen, so it's always a little more interesting and hard to take your eyes off of.
Because you and I both know the well really isn't that exciting.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Although most of this pod area hasn't been either.
Yeah. The next exciting bit for Ruby is going to be when he goes through Super Bunny and gets his bow.
I could
But
see...
yeah,
Oh wait, Super Bunny was at Flute 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's in this area. Oh, we are getting into mire here. The
This
sword would be nice, but
We do have a bow, at least. That does kill...
yeah.
Wizrobes, that's what these enemies are called. I even used to play as the Wizrobe sprite. I should know this. I mean, granted, that was like 6 years ago before I got into competitive play, but...
Well, you know what? That wasn't super fast, but it was clean, and
It was
came out of
safe.
there with full health. Yeah.
And full health is important given that Spike Chest is coming up here pretty quick.
Yes, exactly.
He even dodges the downward fire snake.
Yeah. But this seems like a very consequential place right here. We got a fire rod.
Okay. That actually makes the dive feel a little better because you have the option of doing the Firelock side now.
Yeah. I mean, this 100% felt like a good play from the start to me. Just because we've seen so little.
Oh, right, we have a cape.
Yeah. I guess that's an option. I probably wouldn't have done it, but it's certain.
I probably would have forgotten about just taking the damage.
Yeah.
I have muscle memory to do it with 3 heart loss, so.
Yeah, 3 hearts is pretty good. But especially when you're getting the magic refill as you do the left side here, then it makes perfect sense to use that cape. Okay. we got both rods in here. Okay.
Oh, Ruby missed the hook through block.
Oh, and you missed that too, but.
I'm gonna blame the hard hat beetle for that one, honestly.
And you missed that one too. That is a rough sequence for Roof. That's
the frustration slashes there.
Yes.
Don't blame him, because honestly, that was a frustrating minute of, like, half a minute of experiences. Good to note, there's only these small value drops on the slugs and Stalfos Knights.
You know what? I should note until we either get the mirror or we find access to Dark Death Mountain, this seed might be unbeatable. So, keep that in mind. That's what the glitch was in the logic.
What's the reasoning?
Because the programming thinks that oh wait, Apple, you didn't do the chest.
Apple's isolating the map chest.
Yeah, that's really weird. Okay.
I mean, I can understand because it's very awkward to get to if you're. Okay, we're just gonna go get it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no way this is faster.
Absolutely no way. Not when you have to flip the switch again.
Right. Maybe he just forgot.
It might have been a forgot.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the issue with the programming is that it's written into the logic that the old man start in Crosskeys. The old man start is wherever the old man happens to be inside of his
Okay.
camp.
So the logic expects us to be able to get to the 2 entrances on Dark Death Mountain. Or
more than 2 entrances, because we can climb up and walk across.
I forget about the stairway in that, even though I play inverted more than most people do.
Right.
I haven't been playing inverted because I've been playing Crosskeys.
I mean, you could be playing both.
No, because the bear hasn't been giving it to me.
Okay. I had one seed of this so far in this tournament.
I mean, the joke my friends and I have is I'm only allowed to get the extremes of my settings. Either they all roll or none of them.
Yeah.
Let's just say I enjoyed inverted key drop, flute, Zelga Woods, boots, and mirror scroll against Furious Magic.
Well, thankfully we came back for that 20 rupees. I'm not sure what we would have done without that, but
like we said, I think it may have been we forgot to check.
Right. All right, so now we check the pyramid, and then that's really all we can do, unless there's some dark magic I don't know about here.
Bow and bombs. We can at least splash delete to the north if we want.
Yeah, I don't think that doesn't seem worth.
I'm not sure it'd be worth it, but it's on the table.
I would just save and quit, back to Dark Sink, and do the Skullwood's final entrance.
I mean, neither of these runners has done the rest of Skullwoods either, so.
Oh, didn't we have any? Neither of them went into Skullwoods at all, huh?
Although, in this case, Apple hasn't checked mountain spawns yet, I don't think either, so. We also don't know the back of mountain spawn, do we?
Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen that yet. Either way, Skullwood seems like the higher priority to me.
I would agree.
Did he never do that entrance?
I don't know if we did. Has anyone gone at the bottom of Paradox yet either?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that either.
Actually, I'm not sure Apple's had much to do in this section of the Dark World, because we got connected out so early into the Light World.
Right? Yeah, it's possible that he hasn't done any of this.
Like, yeah, Apple's been on a Light World adventure because of the connectors.
Meanwhile, Ruby is in the dark.
This is... Oh, Frederick. This is back with the key rat.
You know, this would be a lot
Big and
easier
Dark
with
Cross
the
is
fire rod. Well, he successfully got through, and for nothing.
No, we got the Desert Big and Dark Cross on the
Oh, we did.
return trip.
We did.
So the,
Okay.
yeah, the key did lead him there.
Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. But that was a remarkably pitiful back of escape, that's for sure.
Like usual, when you get the key, go back there, in my experience.
I mean, I've had plenty of times with, like, Sync at the Smith drop and Hammer in back of escape.
I would say I've had that exact scenario in the last, like, month, so...
Yeah.
This might be our South Shore trip for Ruby, because he's not been down to the floodgate left.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do once he sees Bumper Cave.
Alright, and 46 minutes in, we have our first stop in Skullwoods.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'd have been here.
Yeah, certainly a factor. I think something that you don't need to be that exact with the statue placement there. Yes.
What we want to see here is the back exit of Skullwoods. Which we don't.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We'll jump in a hole.
Now what we want to see is not Pinball Room.
Right. No, this is perfect. Also, not the backdrop. Because
That one's
that's
still
super
preferable
annoying.
to Pinball Room. Because at least the backdrop we can then go back out and try again.
Yeah. It's just a waste of time, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Apple getting the lineup for the hook shot by bouncing off the spike. Hera big. Okay. That seems
Okay.
pretty consequential.
That seems consequential to me.
And we didn't die. That's good news.
Not dying is a very good thing with this entrance here.
Ruby, they're just like strangers in the night here.
Oh, you can't script some of these sometimes.
All right. Well, this is actually good for Apple because it takes him back to the light world, and he can continue on to the west, probably. I'm guessing, or
This is
maybe
not bad.
to the east.
This is not bad for Ruby because he gets his Terra big key at least before doing Moldorm.
It's great for Ruby, and Ruby's got a weapon to kill Moldorm. Apple does not. So that's, that could be a problem. Waste of time at the very least.
That's not what we wanted to see there.
No, not at all. Actually, there's very little that he can do with that now. So, yeah, very understandable that he just save and quits out, and then he'll check the other stuff later.
Yeah, it's easy to get to. We're going to go finally find out what's in the back of Old Man.
Makes sense. So Riva did get his hair big though still.
Yes, because that was
Right.
in the map chest.
Yeah, it was like the one chest that he could check.
That's
And we got the
actually
Meyer big. Okay.
that's good for Ruby and not so good for Apple.
Yeah, true. That's already two big advantages that Ruby's got here.
Are we about to drop down into the through Bumper Cave to go back for the front of Skull Woods with the small key from Pinball? No. Okay.
Apparently not.
I could have seen it happening, but I like this play to go toward Hera instead.
Yeah. Hera is on the radar here. So like with flashing lights. So
Luckily, the flashing lights are disabled in our run here, so at least I assume so. I can say it with a surety on Rubies. I don't know if Apple plays with the flashing lights disable setting.
yeah, I've taken to in the last few years whenever it's possible to disable flashing lights to do it. I think the only time that it doesn't make sense in any of my games is it helps to identify rooms.
You did not want that fairy drop.
No.
You want to hook that fairy.
You can't do it. Ruby, it's over. You gotta leave the room. You just use the key and go downstairs. Go do the basement. Or he can't do the basement, but he could open the door.
Fire.
And, yeah. But he could open the door and walk down there and walk back up, and then it would reset the variable. And he's just giving up completely. Okay.
I mean, you have the big key.
Well, you do, yes, but this is still longer. You could even just walk out of the dungeon and walk back in. If you
I understand
don't
the
know
thought.
about the
I understand the thought at least.
we are getting a look at Hera Basement here, which makes sense because, Apple does not have a sword to complete it. So.
And also, this hair is in a terrible location.
True, that as well. Oh. Well,
We are exceptionally glad we have the big key.
Yeah. Hopefully Apple climbs. There's some chance that he won't.
Yeah, I could see not climbing here when you don't have a weapon to kill with, but you hope this doesn't happen.
I would think you've seen enough stuff at this point that you would say, let's climb. Maybe there's a weapon up there. Let's just go and get my items. I don't know if he looked at the other entrance yet, so he might walk out and check that and then walk back in.
Again, I would have checked that before just doing the rest of Hera, but...
Yeah.
Okay, we are at least going up, so we will have... There's not going to be a major boots advantage for a bit. Really I gotta hand Bread Coon coming up with the easiest setup for Hera Pot.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. Whenever I see someone doing the hook speed one and it takes them like more than one try, I'm like, why are you messing with this? Just do it the free way.
But like, Red really did a good thing finding that setup.
Yeah.
Which I also know is a case of he tried it because Specky found Specky Clip to be so free, and where else can we apply that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Apple walked out of here? Thought it might be a good opportunity
probably-
to just save him crit. Or,
The-
oh, he didn't even do the
right
sentence.
next- Yeah,
We got a water walk.
We actually have a water walk entrance next door. We have a vanilla water walk capability.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Now we obviously go to Zora, right? Maybe? If he goes to the island, that's actually great news for him because he would get that sword. And then he could use the bow and...
Yeah. Splash delete.
Yeah. And
Like,
go
this
back
would be
and beat
huge
Hera.
for-
It would be better, probably, in some ways for him if he never went and beat Hera, because
Yes.
Moldorm had nothing except for a blue pendant, but...
But if you get a sword there, you're gonna go back to Hera and just get the information.
Yeah.
And Ruby's gonna get that East Dark World access.
Yeah, so he's going to find Meyer and get his rods.
Apple is not checked. Did Apple check the island while doing East? The Highland while
Probably.
doing East. Okay.
Yeah, because he had already done that, whereas Ruby hadn't, so made more sense for Ruby to swim over that way.
And does get that sword.
Yeah, we'll see if he immediately goes back to Hera, or what he might decide here. Oh! What just happened?
What? Huh?
I don't...
Did no way.
Oh,
Did the
is
Zora
it-
just
is it bec-
until it's still on screen and the splash got deleted again?
Yeah, that was super weird. That's for sure. But because the bombs hadn't gone off yet, I guess it forgave him. I don't know. That was really weird.
Yeah, I think we just splash deleted twice with the same set of equipment. Don't blame Ruby for going in here at all. He has big key even, so
Oh yeah. We'll have to see what the what's in the big chest. Definitely intriguing.
also had a faster mire too because of sword.
Yeah. Sword and boots. Boots are huge.
Boots are a huge help, yeah. You know, we have a fire rod access. That does mean Ice Palace is in play. I don't like it.
Yeah, we did see Ice Palace very early in this seed. I'm going to guess that Apple is going to go to Zora after this, but we'll see.
Moldorm is not giving Apple a fun time.
Yeah. This fight isn't easy necessarily, you know?
Oh, no, it's
Good.
not.
Especially when you've got to get the fast Moldorm. When you've only got a fighter sword.
You mean the NMG experience?
Right, exactly. Yep, water walking again. So I think we're gonna go to Zora.
I mean, there's an Ice Rod Cave style entrance right next to you on the way to Zora. It makes sense.
Well, this is a consequential moment, of course, because Ruby did not do this stuff, so it might be a while before he gets up here. Oh, this is ugly.
That's not what you want to see here.
Yeah. You got a fire rod. Why don't you use that? Okay, there we go. So
We
what was
can't
behind Ega
splash
1?
Leaf Wing? Aga 1 inconsequential, I believe.
I think so too,
I think, but
but I'm not positive. But also, if we beat Ega 1, does it put us on top of the castle?
on top of the castle.
Yeah, that
That
could
is
be
consequential.
yeah. And he is...
No, yeah, with the castle and with... Yeah, he's going for it.
Why don't you light a torch and make this easier on yourself? Unless he's trying to die? Trying to die makes no sense. You can't walk out of here. Unless you can fake flipper by splash deleting again.
It's
but I don't know if
tight, but you can.
Yeah. Well, yeah, at this point he seems to be dying, so... He's gonna try it one way or another. We'll see if it works.
It's a very tight space to do it in.
Yeah, I don't even know where you put the bombs. And that did not work. Trying it one more time, I guess. And this is our last attempt. I would have liked to see Ega 1 beaten. That would have been...
Yeah, I would have
more
liked to see Aga 1 kill there.
Oh,
We actually
okay.
are probably going to see it because where he's out of the bombs, it makes sense to be going for it.
Yeah,
Saving the
I
fire
mean...
rod shot. I appreciate saving the fire rod shots for...
Meanwhile, Ruby is doing landmines. I'm not even sure where this was.
We've already...
Fine.
Desert North was at
Oh, great.
Broccoli Man.
Yeah, we saw this. But
Uh,
yeah, when
Ruby
Apple
has
found
big
it,
key.
he didn't have the big key. So yeah, that totally makes sense. I would have probably made the same decisions both of them made given the circumstances that they had.
Yeah, same. Okay, big key. Big key, Dark Palace. We like this.
Okay, nice chain of big keys. All right, Apple is basically through now. He's got to just not do anything really silly.
Apple does, I believe, still have some potions if needs be.
Yeah, that's probably true. I think he's got a red and a blue.
But we're through the hardest part of Dark Aga.
Yeah, no question. So, we're not going to find out what's on Zora for a bit.
No, we're not.
But there's also going to be some good information once we get Ega 1 down. So we'll see what's on top of the castle.
There's our Desert East connection.
Oh, he didn't go for the hook speed.
I've stopped going for hook speed, I'll be completely honest.
It's so fun, though.
It can be. I've mostly just been setting up the dash up the left side.
This is Ruby's first time at Digging Game?
No, it is the first time with money. Ruby opened by coming over here to Arrow Game.
Which just makes it kind of a strange choice. But anyway, he got a heart. Now they're even on hearts. And look at their money totals. Almost exactly even, too.
Where are we going up the mountain?
That I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what was even up there that we can get to right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Desert.
Yeah, I was thinking about desert, maybe.
We've not
And we
gone out
haven't
the
seen
desert
the other
yet.
exits, have we? So yeah. So we can check the big chest and then go out one of the other exits. This works.
Hoping to see Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, that would be good. That would let us know if the seed is beatable. If it's not, you know, southeast Dark Death Mountain.
This chain of big keys is getting sillier.
True.
Luckily, Ruby still has the other checks in front of Skullwoods to warrant going back there.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
That does not open. Apple. That is Galen's Tower.
Okay. Front to TR is up there too, which we know a connector has to be one of these three entrances. So
no, the mirror just says
satisfies
successful.
quality. No, that's not true actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
It
I thought the mirror
used to
plus
be
access to Aga would do it.
right. That used to be the case maybe in some branches, but in this one it is the case that it's just a developer's choice, I suppose.
And yeah, here's the rest of the front of Skullwoods with that big key.
So there wasn't a lot of excitement on top of the castle there, huh? Just front of TR, which might be consequential at some point, but not until we get the cane. That's for sure.
I always do like seeing people use the cape because magic drain doesn't happen when you're pulling the statue.
Right. And the hand can't grab you.
It's always fun to see inventive uses of items.
Totally makes sense for Apple to be going to the back of Escape here because he hasn't done it, but he's got the key.
We'll let him get his desert big.
Well, that's not a big key.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping there was going to be a big key in there.
Yeah. We still can't do hardly anything in GT except for climb.
Oh, you're right. We can climb. I missed us getting GT big key somewhere, so.
I think it was maybe the first one. No, not the first one. The first one was Swamp. Probably the second big key we got. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, okay. I can see making an ice dive.
Yeah.
With as little as we have left, the ice dive is starting to make sense.
You gotta shoot those torches from above. There you go. Just because they can be a little finicky from the side. Oh my god, please. Alright, be very, very careful here, please. Those rats will kill you. Use your hookshot and kill them. Man. Desperate times when we don't even feel confident using our boots to open the door. Alright, now the rats will help us out.
I also appreciate picking up the heart so we can then take another hit to die with.
Oh, did he pick up a heart after going into that room? That's a little silly.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we can laugh about because it's honestly kind of funny.
I am a bit surprised that Ruby is bomb jumping here, because we're going to need both a hammer and a glove.
I'm also a little surprised that. I mean, that's not going to work. Okay. Coloring corrected.
I mean, every sprite is different, right? So.
Every sprite is different, but I also judge based on shadows.
Okay.
But which, believe it or not, somehow I can see a shadow through this tail. But I guess you also know I play similar sprites, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's fair. Well, we got powder. That's in logic.
Do you remember where that was?
I do not.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking the next time I do track commentary, I should track entrances, maybe.
I have one screen. That's not happening on my end.
Yeah. Very readily accessible. Very readily accessible. And this is our final check in ice here.
And both runners have opted to do the bomb jump here.
Yeah. You're really banking on a lot.
I understand if you have glove or hammer.
Right.
But with neither, it feels like you're putting a lot of faith into Ice Palace giving you what you want.
Well, that powder seems like the most interesting thing we got out of here.
I feel like you have to follow the powder here.
Yeah.
Since you took the time to go in and get the powder.
No question. Man, it wastes time too hitting that switch because you gotta spend a lot more time getting to.
Yeah, you have to spend a lot of time going here.
And stream's lagging. $20. Okay.
So the Ice Palace without anything was a pile of money.
I mean, that's been the theme of the seed so far.
You mean since Ruby has 2,100 rupees?
Yeah, Apple is basically right there with him too.
So, I don't know about you, but I'd be going upstairs and dying on the freezer upstairs.
Where was the second sword that Apple got?
Castle Tower.
Oh yeah. Right. That is the big advantage that Apple has, I guess, that he's already got that done. Ruby's is he's got the Meyer big chest checked already, I guess.
Meyer big, desert clear is the other big.
Oh yeah. He cleared desert. Yeah, you're right. For a pendant, of course, but no, that's not a pendant. That's
crystal.
Desert's crystal. I looked at the wrong dungeon. I looked at Hera.
So yeah, desert clear is the big one here. This looks like our Zora play.
Yeah. I was looking at the wrong worm-like enemy.
I mean, there are two things that Link's Past likes: worm bosses and eyeball bosses.
This is Hera basement for Ruby, and then maybe he'll go to Zora, I imagine, because the Waterwalk is next door. If he marks Waterwalks down.
Even if he doesn't, the fact that it's an Ice Rod Cave style cave in Ice Rod Cave is fairly memorable.
Yeah. We'll see what he decides to do here. But we know that this is not progression.
We also know that this is exactly a minor big key for Apple.
Yeah, true. It would have been beneficial for him to not check this until he had a glove, but of course we have no idea where the gloves are in this. He's like, I'm gonna go to the back. He's realized that's not happening.
There are worse places to realize you don't have a glove. Spike Cave is a good example.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you and I have both made that mistake in our past.
Oh yeah, no question. At least if you forget you don't have a hammer. Oh, what? Come on, man.
I mean, we're over an hour in and we don't have a glove, which is a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's just really funny to not realize it once and then a few seconds later try again.
This is probably a GT play.
All right, so. Oh, yeah, Ruby's gonna climb.
I mean, Master Sword, Fire Rod, Bow, it's not the worst equipment climb. We have plenty of hearts.
A Master Sword, in theory, would be nice.
Oh, wait. But we at least have Hookshot and Bow for doing things quickly.
Did Ruby run all the way to... Wait, where is GT? I'm curious of how he wrote it after.
GT's at the library.
So did he like water walk and then go to Kakariko?
He save and quit from the Hera base.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We have seen Witch's Hut on both runners, actually. It's a connector to... Was that the Desert East connector? It's a connector that leads nowhere. No, correction. It's a connector that leads somewhere important. It leads to the pod entrance. What am I saying? I'm mixing up with the connector to Desert East. It's in Bombcrocs, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize that's where the old woman connector was at the potion shop.
Yeah, it's at the potion shop.
Yeah,
this
but it was
a pretty solid gauntlet so far for our loadout.
You gotta just shoot him there, don't you? I don't know. It's tough. I guess we don't have a lamp even.
Yeah, trying to conserve MP for...
I imagine he's going to use a little on land mollas here. Apple, what you trying to do there? You don't even want to go that way.
Does want to go this way because he used the key in Pinball Room on his drop.
Right. I'm saying like he was trying to go up.
Oh.
And up wasn't helpful at all. Yeah, but he needed to go right, so he was going up and running into the berry. Anyway, he gets his GT small key, and I guess he's done here.
The GT small key is not the worst thing to have picked up here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out very shortly exactly what we're getting out of GT.
Only the first two checks are in logic up here, but we're going to see them all.
That's true. Well, we don't have any reason to beat Ega 2, though, because both of them have seen the back of escape, which is what is behind Ega 2. Oh, I guess he never looked at the torch.
Yeah, Apple never looked at the torch, so this is complete. Makes complete sense.
There's no reason to grab this key, though. Well, maybe, like, theoretically, that's the fastest time to grab it, and maybe you get the cane first. There's our glove. Okay.
That time.
Ruby's very happy to see that. I think that was a celebration of joy right there.
Is it the same kind of celebration Fred does on Moldrum Chest?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Fred does that on about 20 things throughout every seed, I think.
I mean, yes.
Ruby's still got to do this with Fighter Sword.
I was like, you know it's good when we have to do Fighter Sword Moldrum 2, right?
Yeah. A hammer would have been very nice. That doesn't drop you to the bottom of the tower. What are we even doing here? Oh, we're dying. Okay, fair enough. That's a good fast death.
Yeah, I appreciate the.
It was definitely the fastest way.
I usually come to the conclusion I want a mirror, so.
Well,
we didn't exactly have that option.
Right.
Yeah, I like making the run to do the big rocks because we have the save and quit at Bonk Rock's entrance.
So it's funny that Zora is now in Logic. We could have done that on both sides for a while now.
Green Pen and Eastern. We're happy about that too.
Oh, and immediately a hammer. Fantastic.
All right, things are starting to look playable now.
Yeah. Wait, where was that GT small?
That GT small. Well, the GT small doesn't matter because the glove was in the first check.
No. The reason why I'm saying that is because, like, they could have done ice with everything in hand, with the glove and the hammer.
You're right.
And they both might feel bad about that.
Yeah, but also, let's be completely honest. You don't okay, we can finish Eastern. You don't really want to climb GT on that loadout to begin with. And okay, let's go to Desert Entrance. Let's get Bombos and then go to Desert Entrance, actually. Glove is just leading to all the goodies.
We can't get Bombos, but we can look at it.
Yeah, but you're already here. The information is vital.
Oh yeah, no. 100% this is the play. I'm just saying we can take a look and see for the future. And that's a nice little time save right there, not having the sword. So excellent work on that aspect of routing there, Ruby.
Not having the sword, like, it saves you more time at Bombos than it does Ether, because Bombos is a very slow animation.
Yeah.
More importantly, on the question about what's in the back of Escape, what's in behind Daga 2, it's the back of Escape that we've already collected with the small key. Gotta love it when you get the bomb throw just a little too far and it gets stuck on the wall instead of the conveyor.
I mean, it's very easy to judge when you're gonna get it too far. You just need to not be standing on the conveyor when you throw it.
Yeah.
Just a hint, a tip for anyone who is unsure how to tell. Just make sure you're not on the conveyor.
Did that connector just... TR right to left goes to from the bottom to the top of Light World Bumper.
Oh, really? That's funny. Was there something on Bumper Ledge?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fair. Oof, that was close to a...
Good hookshot use, though.
Yeah. It worked out great, but it was just so close to... not great. Alright, he's just going to save him quit immediately.
Makes sense.
Right.
Why? Excuse me. Why is that vanilla?
What was it? The big key of Tear Rock?
Uh-huh.
Because that's where it rolled, I guess. I had a seed recently with, or no. That was one I was watching, wasn't it? With the vanilla Eastern Big and Bow back to back.
That's disgusting. Please never say that again. And yet I hear that, and my first thought is, rest in peace, Zelda. World's most renowned Eastern skipper. Well, I guess we're going to drop down and go back into TR East.
Okay.
Well,
Now
I'm
we
glad
really
we have
want
that
to go
before going back to Ice Palace.
True.
That is a shade of cyan.
Yeah, I guess, the only other thing we might want is the cane. Excuse me.
I mean, at this point, that could just be in Ice Palace. I don't know. Ruby might want a sword.
He's going there. He's going there right away, though. A sword would be super cool. That's for sure. He could get some potions, too. Oh, he's got a blue and a red right now. I guess he's good. Oh, checking this makes sense.
I mean, this is the first time having that.
Right, exactly.
Actually, this would be a good time to check the... Wouldn't this be a good time to check the bottom paradox if we haven't?
Perhaps.
I still don't remember seeing anybody do that.
Right.
But checking the glove entrance makes sense here, too.
Yep, there is indeed a small key up there. Excellent work by Rob in tracking.
We like trackers here.
It's certainly funny to just watch them make the same decisions. But it's very understandable.
This middle of TR is hilarious, actually. The entire experience is one of the best experiences we've had in this restream. Right, yep, here's the return to ice. We just pulled the hammer, glove, and big key in the span of like 5 minutes. It makes sense that we're finishing this.
Yeah. Although, we could also do GT left, but it makes more sense to wait for a cane to go back there, I guess. But if I'm in Ruby's shoes, I think I would do GT left and hope for some sort of weapon upgrade.
On the other hand, like you said, he does have potions, and this is closer than GT, and you can run down to GT from here. And you might find another key for GT in this situation as well.
Oh, yeah, that is a big problem. They'd have to, at the very least, skip the firebar room.
So it's kind of 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, I see the benefit of both sides on this one. Actually, the bigger question is, do you consider diving in the green pen at Eastern for the other 2 checks here?
I mean, it's on the table. I'm not doing that before the other stuff like GT left and ice, of course. But it's a little bit of an ordeal for 3 checks. I literally only know how to line this up with Link, because I use the top of his head for everything, so...
Yeah, I know people who do... I use shadows because I play different sprites. Also, I'm a glitch player, so I'm so used to looking at shadows to begin with. But...
Dang. Just realized there's a ladder race. We need to tell these guys to finish this up so I can play that.
Half an hour?
Yeah, they got this, right? We've got... How many crystals do they have? 1 and 0.
1 and 0. This could be a crystal. This could be a crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're making that Crosskeys race, my friend.
Yeah. I've committed myself. It's all good.
I would make a joke that saying that you and I could pick up the seed and race it just afterward, but I think I'm going to lunch after this.
Yeah. That's valid. I might go lie down for a bit more after this, before my races that I have later this evening.
But that all said, we've not the first couple of checks here. Nice return. Were not notable.
Nice big chest. Our last hope for something to help with the fight. Well, you better make this. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'll admit, I have missed that before with this bomb setup, and it's made me cry. And then I skip it anyways.
Okay. Apple also making the understandable decision to go back into ice.
But in Apple's situation, it's even more understandable. Has the weapon making an easy fight.
Easy.
But I mean, has a master sword. Has a master sword. Has powder. Can sword beam dupe to conserve magic.
Yeah, very true. Whereas Ruby is pretty much consigned to.
Use potion, please.
Yeah.
Drink your potion, please.
Drink your potion. Wait, no. Why'd you use the red when you got a blue and you could just shoot these guys to death? Oh my god, dude. That is a very curious decision. It's not about safety, it's about speed. Now you used them both, but we do know that potions are basically free. Like they can
Okay, potions are basically free, and we have nearly 2,500 rupees.
Yes, that as well. Have you ever seen 3,000 rupees in this game? I don't think I have.
I have, but that's because when you play, the Doors branch has the money balancing thing that can happen,
Yeah.
and it leads. It has led to some silly things.
Oh, there's also the glitched thing that people do on Death Mountain or whatever to like run up the mounting counter. Oh, what are we doing here, Apple? Wait, did he just die? And
He died on the bomb jump.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's got potions too, right? Is he gonna go back to GT instead?
Looks like.
Or something?
He's doing the rest of Eastern because he's doing the rest of Eastern. He's got 4 checks compared to Ruby's 2.
Yeah. Okay, that does make more sense for him.
There's the mitt. I mean,
Yeah.
the mitts are nice when you don't have a mirror in this mode.
I always have to remember that you can't save and quit with the this smithy in this mode. So you've got to pick them up.
Is that another branch difference?
I don't know. Wait, what? What just happened?
Ruby, I think, is out of bombs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's always a problem when you don't have a boomerang or a Canis Maria. You need to figure out some way to hit the switches. You have to come in with at least 3 bombs. There's his 3 bombs now, so he could go back, I suppose. But he's in the Dark World, so I'm not sure what his plan is. Oh, he's got mitts, so maybe he's just gonna pick up the smithy.
Smithson's a little awkward in this situation because it's over by. Or is it? I was gonna say it's over by the eastern area.
Yeah, well, he's getting there. It's just right here. That wasn't too bad.
Not too bad.
And we get flippers. Oh my goodness. Well, you're
Hey,
right here, right next to the water. You jump
sorry.
in, right?
Okay, to be completely honest, you're next to the water. You should jump in. You know what else you should do since you're jumping in right there? Grab the boomerang on the island.
Oh, I suppose so. It would be mildly helpful, but
After what we just
something else
experienced
on his mind.
Yeah, he does appear to have something else. Do we know of a swamp palace? Okay, Mimic Cave. From here, that makes sense.
Anything behind Eastern? Nothing so far. We will find out when he turns in the screen pendant, I guess. Also, if PED is required, then
One step closer.
okay, yep.
And yeah, we're gonna go check the Zora now. Oh, first we're gonna go get the rock down by Ice Rock Cave. That makes sense as well.
Yeah, this is an annoying place to come back to, so. And he can
And he can
also
water walk.
set up a water walk if he wants to. Single item. Just a piece of heart.
Apple's gonna give us information on the rest of GT with the bombs.
True. It's kind of funny that bombs are a determining factor in hour 39 into the race. Nothing so far. And all of this is well out of logic, of course, just based on GT smalls.
Does Ruby climb here? I don't think he does.
Hard to say. What? What? Is he not even doing the second chest? Okay. That's a very strange choice. I guess he's like, I've got too much health and it's gonna take too long to die.
I mean, he does have too much health to reasonably die in that dark room still.
There's a boomerang on the Hylia Island, but they haven't had flippers until just now, so.
That's a flute on Zora Ledge.
Oh, was it really? Okay. I certainly did not see that. Oh, and also there's the boomerang we needed. That's very
always
cute.
a funny spot for a boomerang. And there's the bombs Ruby needed.
Yeah, I'm sure Ruby knows that he could walk out if he wanted to. That's surely slower than death warping, though.
Your fellow admin has been very adamant in the past about not walking out of Zora area.
Oh, no. We were talking about walking out of Castle Tower, even.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. True. Flute means that the seed is beatable. That's good news. We didn't know that the seed was not broken until right now.
Bits are in logic, hammers in logic. I'm trying to piece together, make sure. So logically, this is beatable. Yes.
I mean, irrespective of logic or not, just having the flute is, just nice to know that they're going to complete it. But yeah, I guess if it were not logically beatable, then we'd have to worry about, from an admin perspective, of, do we allow the result? Because if one person's trying to follow the logic.
But, like I said, this is logically beatable, so you don't have to stress about that now.
Right. Yes, that is good news. So Apple is saving quitting with the smithy, but I'm pretty sure that does not work. We'll find out soon. It's not. It isn't. Okay. Yeah, you get some bad news.
Okay, now I've learned that for if I get invert next week.
Yeah.
There's the Desert Small in Ice Palace entrance.
Okay. I can't really.
We need like an encyclopedia of branch differences at some point.
Yeah. For sure. I only know it because it happened to me in the last.
Fair.
So.
Not a lot down here in the Dark Shopping Mall, but there is a Spike Cave.
Yeah. Good to see people seeing Spike Cave and doing it after last night.
Also good to see people seeing Spike Cave and doing it at a reasonable termination point.
Oh, well, we're certainly going to beat this. Magic is a little bit of an issue here.
A little bit, but...
He does have a blue potion, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he bought a blue potion.
Oh, at least one.
He has one. With the auto-tracking changes a few, like a year or two ago. Yeah. We can auto-track those now.
Right, exactly. I don't know why he didn't buy two, unless he did and I missed it.
I think he only bought the one.
Yeah. He's gotta save money for something, I guess.
A new car.
Oh man. If only I could use all of the rupees I've gained in Zelda games in real life.
If only. I'd be at SGL this year.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
just so I can see people.
Too. Alright. Ruby gets the torches lit and should be good. He still doesn't have that sword because he refused to do the second chest and cast.
You're right. What's gonna be funny is he never gets that sword at this point.
It seems like there's a pretty good chance, but also, what if a sword is go mode? That would be something.
Gotta be something. Ruby showing again how to control Mothula. You know, I'd be considering checking the maps on the last few dungeons just so we know what our prize requirements are.
Yeah, that's an option for sure. I don't know what the I don't know how many maps we've had.
We have access to 2 of the remaining 3 dungeon maps, so.
So we should know, basically. We just have to see 1 more pendant or 2 more crystals. Oh, Swamp's a pendant. Okay, half magic on catfish, that's nice.
That would have been nice before Skullwoods with our magic at that point.
Can't blame Rui for not using bombs here, given that he's only got 3.
So, we're a Samaria and a sword from Samaria and a Thieves' Big from no mode between us.
Okay.
And maybe, you know, the entrance of Palace of Darkness.
Right. It's always helpful to find the dungeons you need. We certainly might need a mirror yet or something. You don't necessarily want to find the dam at this point, because now we can explore Pendant Swamp.
Do we know where Swamp is?
I guess not. But it might be right over here. This very next entrance could be it. Oh, why are you skipping that one? Come on! It's not this entrance, it's the other one.
Now, the other question is, do we remember the existence of Floating Island as an entrance? Oh, we can't get there from here. We need to get there. Never mind. This is a good entrance to find.
I mean, yeah, of course, it's a great entrance to find. It'd be even better if we found a Kina Samaria right here, but nope. Come on, Swamp. No. What is even going on? This is all useless. Or we can use the mitts and go back to the light world there, but I don't know that that's helpful.
I think we're going back up to do the portal at the top instead.
Yeah. I don't remember what's here, but we'll figure it out. We're walking... Oh, the portal on the top of the Reset Mountain. Okay, gotcha. This makes a lot of sense. This is also super annoying without the mirror, because we might have to do this many times.
I mean, as everyone knows, Death Mountain is the worst part of Inverted.
Yeah. Anything up here? Small key. TR.
Much less exciting when we already know where TR is. Although Ruby does not know where the front is.
Oh, there's his second sword. That's good for him. I imagine it's probably only a matter of time until Apple comes up here and gets that himself, but we'll see. We can also check Ether.
And Hera entrance. I don't remember what was on the top of Speckle Rock.
I mean, inverted kind of works like you'd expect.
That is the
Crosskeys.
disgusting mirror.
Ooh, that's lovely. That's fantastic news for him before he goes back to West Death Mountain. Or East Death Mountain, I mean. Yeah, but anyway, it's just it's an inverted overworld to start, and all the entrances are mixed up, so there are certainly many, many quirks that are hard to list all of them. Like,
this is a good one.
Yeah. Right here, we're about to see the back of Hookshot Cave of Floating Island. Do you want that? Go get that. I do that same thing sometimes, though.
I am known to see library, leave library, regardless of what's on it.
Yeah. Jump down one of the sides. No, not that one. The other ledge is better.
I do appreciate that answer. Salty Crack is answering chat. How does invert work in Crosskeys? Slowly.
Yeah.
It's not wrong, especially when anything relating to Death Mountain.
So anyway, Ruby's found Pod, and he's got the Pod Big, which is right there, in case anyone was wondering, on Landmolls.
Were you about to ask me if I remember where it was?
I knew it was some interesting spot. And then as I was thinking about it, I was like, I think it might have been here.
Unfortunately, we do get to leave 2 checks here, but also we get to finish a Crystal Dungeon.
I mean, we've got the minimum number of keys required to both beat the dungeon and do most of the checks. So,
without, doing inane loops around.
Yeah, yeah. Theoretically, you could do it with 2 keys, but 3 is much better. I don't know why he didn't pick up those rupees, just in case.
I'm sorry, something about that delivered with the way you said it, just...
Okay, thank you.
That's a good key. Thieves Town small and Big Key Chest Desert is not an amazing spot for it.
Yeah.
But given
could still be consequential, that's for sure.
Ooh, mountain.
Yeah, very true.
Cooper, where's our lamp?
Right here? Oh, okay. Maybe the next chest.
Also, yeah, of course, a pod spawn pod. Don't we just come to expect that as runners these days?
It's certainly one of the meme things. Oh, another one. Wow. Okay.
Okay. I guess we're going to full clear pod today.
Yeah. I don't agree with not just going to the boss immediately though. Where are you going? Why did you hit that switch? He's going back to the back first, I guess.
Yeah, back to the back, loop around, go to the left side, and then do vanilla big key.
Alright, Apple has found Skullwoods, but he doesn't have any small keys? Or, no, he did,
He just killed Moth.
Okay, never mind.
He went to leave and then realized, I left the bridge chest.
I totally missed the Moth fight, but yeah.
It was a pretty clean Moth fight overall. So,
Well,
I've seen cleaner, but you know, Hammer Moth only gets so clean. You know, those might have been important small keys to pick up in pod.
Oh, I'm sorry, what, did we just see the cane? Or...
The Big Key of Thieves was in Vanilla Big Key Chest of pod.
Yeah. Fair enough, that is one of our 2 Go Mode items. I guess we might need Ether still, right? Well, no.
We have we just need a cave. So if there's we might need Ether to get an item cave in Mire.
Right, exactly. If we see Ether, or if we see Samaria, it's go. So. I have to imagine we're going to see a trip to Pod, or to Thieves Town immediately after this. Well, oh, he doesn't have the small key. So that's a little interesting. Meanwhile, Apple is right behind him. So what are our options for crystals? Yeah, we can't beat any other dungeon except for Thieves Town, so it's curious. We'll see if he thinks about doing Right Side Desert first.
I mean, on the one hand, there's a desert spawn. There's a desert entrance right next to the back of mountain spawn. So.
Hopefully Apple remembers to come over and get his mirror.
I don't see us forgetting it, but...
I like throwing the bombs on the top of his hitbox. Or the top of his body, I guess.
You and I both appreciate good bomb helmets because you and I have played enough Doors.
I've taken to doing, if I have the bombs to spare, then I've taken to doing bomb Helmosaur lately.
The silvers in pod actually help with this sword situation for Ruby as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Apple's also got 3. You got a hookshot to get that guy out of there. But Apple's also got 3 pod smalls, so he should be able to clear everything and get his Thieves Town big and silver arrows out of pod as well.
Okay, we are getting the desert key, the Thieves key, because the desert's right here next to pod.
Okay. Yeah. So I have to imagine he's going to immediately flute away and get to Thieves Town after getting this small key here.
I mean, it makes sense. It's pretty much a beacon to go there.
Yeah. He's running out for some reason. I don't know if this is a convenient connector. Perhaps. No. Why? What? You got the flute clipped. You could have mirrored and then fluted. I don't understand that.
I think
Or maybe
never
he
actually
hadn't
checked
seen that. Yeah. That's valid. That's valid. Just in case, I guess.
Do we have any connector only packs? Is the other thing on that? But
I'm not sure. But good to know that you don't have to do the big bomb, regardless.
yeah, that is actually a nice thing to know. So
Has he not seen Thieves Town?
he has, but given he's right here, and I believe hasn't seen some item caves, but also swamp.
But why? No, why are we doing this? Go to Thieves Town.
I don't hate this completely when you need to get to the light world anyways at some point, but also I think it's checking the following up on the floodgate as well.
Oh, that was a very nice little damage dash there, but unfortunately it went straight into another cactus. Please go to Thieves Town. Where is it?
It's at library.
Okay, well, I guess that's...
Checking the flooded item makes sense too.
Yeah, fair. Okay, Apple's got his mirror. Heading back to East.
Now we see which drop-down Apple wants.
Yeah, we'll see if he does a good one or if he does the correct one. He's going to the correct one. Okay, we'll give you.
Okay, the library's GT.
Yeah.
There's 3 dungeons down here, and I don't have a tracker up.
That's valid. I just realized I've been going this whole race without listening to either stream. I don't know about you. Yeah. Okay.
I find that if I don't have the music on, it helps me switch focus between the 2 runners easier. So.
Yeah. But if you do have music on, then you can kind of like watch one and listen to the other. Sort of. So.
Now we just need to find this cane. We now know where all the shields are.
King Go mode is fantastic. Not as good as Hammer Go mode, but it's right there.
My last seed was Bow Go mode.
It's okay, I guess, but Bow doesn't really lock that much stuff.
I mean,
It
my last
does
seed also
block
could have been done without a Moon Pearl, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it says a lot. My last seed was done faster than my last Kaz Boots race, so. So, where do you go after? I mean, Ruby probably goes back to GT.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to go to GT, but at the same time, oh, there's some stuff in GT and Logic now. We've got up to 3 small keys, so yeah, that feels like the play for Ruby for sure.
It's mostly the fact that it's density next. We just dropped sword beams. That's all we did. But it makes sense that it wants to do GT here since you're next to it with decent density there.
Yeah, no question. But where do we go after that? That's a good question. Have we seen all of our big item caves?
We've seen the big ones.
Maybe Ruby goes back to Eastern.
Both runners did Bomb Helma.
Yeah, I think Ruby did a combination. Maybe. Like the last
Yeah,
table
Ruby did
did.
4 and 1. Ruby has enough keys to be able to do the firebar room at least, so that's going to be new information for us.
That's true. It's true. This could be it, I guess. It is not, but that would have been very, very bad for Apple. For many reasons, I guess.
I think we actually may be looking for Swamp Palace overall.
Yeah, that does seem like there's pretty good odds we're gonna have to go into Swamp.
Okay, good. We did at least get the big key off of Vanilla Big Key.
Yeah, and he's got his silvers, and nothing else in here is of consequence, but...
But when you have all 6 small keys, you don't leave any of it.
Yeah. Oh, he's even got 6. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think there's a 6th one here. Yeah, it's right there, actually.
Oh, that's Skullwoods, wasn't it?
The first one was GT, or first one was Pod.
Okay, alright. Fair enough, I missed it. So we're going to see a rarely used route through here, it seems, I think.
Yeah. We're going to see a door that is rarely seen opened in this mode unless you're not using hammering up.
Yeah. But I don't know if I like this in the dark. It doesn't seem like it likely to be faster.
Really depends on how comfortable you are with the dark room.
Yeah. Yeah, but going to this door is it's stinky. I don't like it.
It's not great, no. Especially not when every Kodongo gets in your way. Every last one of them.
Got to make sure you're facing the right way here, too. I don't know what direction your soul is facing.
I don't know where we are.
I mean, he's very close, regardless. Oh, he got it. He got it.
Okay,
I saw the count go down. This was...
We're going to top of...
oh, yeah, the entrance up there. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
This TR entrance still kills me. It's so funny.
Yeah, it is. Almost makes sense. Well, there's also a key there you can get. I don't know if any keys are really relevant anymore, but...
they're not. Outside of logic, which, at this point, we don't care what the logical answer is, I don't think.
Right.
Not in terms of keys.
He's going to grab that key anyway. He's not going to put the thought into, do I need this key? Or, oh, no. Okay, he's not grabbing it. He's just mirroring and fluting away.
Because, like, at this point, that key is GT4, TR4, Meyer 3, or Skull 3.
Right.
We don't need or care about those keys.
Yeah. Even logically, they don't matter because we've already done all of those places. It is funny that we do not have the lamp yet, though. It's very impressive, actually.
With how deep we've gone in this seed, to not have a lamp is actually impressive.
Yeah. Probably in Swamp. I imagine. Yeah. Along with Arcane.
Swamp is about all we have left, I think. Like, we may have another single item entrance.
Yeah, I feel like I remember most of the 2-item entrances even.
Yeah, 2 item entrances. I know there's what, 3 or 4 of them in total. All I can think of are the Pyramid Fairies and the Mire Shed.
Right. Yeah, those are the main ones that come to mind for sure.
But it's single items are the ones that. Hey, look, a single item cave. There's a world this could come down to who drops which ledge on the mountain too.
True. Possible. But Ruby's got a pretty big lead as long as he doesn't beat A1 at this point, which seems very unlikely given that he doesn't have the lamp. But Apple's pretty likely to have a sword advantage too.
Yeah. Sword advantages. There's Swamp.
Yep. Now, what if Arcane is in that Light World entrance? That's on the other side of...
That would be tragic.
Yeah.
Oh, Ruby has a fairly significant lead still.
Because he's got Ice Stun?
Because he's got Ice Stun. Apple just missed those bomb jumps and died.
Yep. Yeah, that was certainly unfortunate. So yeah, what's Ruby gonna do here? Go to the back or do the left
In
side?
Go -1, you at least check these two in the front first.
Right. Yeah.
Because like, if you're committing to a full clear early, you actually do left side first. It's a little faster, but
there it is. All right. Well, Master Sword fight looks likely, but we've got a couple more checks at least for a sword possibility.
Hey, you know what we get to do now? Go back around the mountain.
Yeah, we need to do Turok and Mire.
Because Laser Bridge is up here under the Hookshot Rock.
Ah, yes.
Apple dealing with the worst part of the post-Agolite world.
Ganon's at the Sanctuary drop, so that's pretty easy to handle.
It is always funny to go a little too fast and fall through it. Actually, their Samaria platform. Menuing is hard, just so everyone knows.
All right. We're pretty conveniently near Meyer here. That's good.
We get to lift this rock that people forget about. I've forgotten about this rock.
He probably shouldn't have lifted it. He should have just mirrored, and then he wouldn't have had to lift it.
Probably. But I can still appreciate lifting the rock we almost never lift.
Yeah. But he is probably going to want to keep the portal nearby at the same time. So maybe it was the right choice to...
Yeah, because we want to be able to run up and cross the bridge up top.
Right, exactly.
All right, come on, Vitreous, be a pal. Give us a sword, right?
I guess Ruby would probably have liked that.
Yeah, our tracker is correct. We could save and quit after our boss fight, just spawn the old man right next to the sanctuary.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That is probably faster.
Yeah, that's significantly faster. So, Apple is gonna have both Tempered Sword and Bombos for this fight, so that's nice for him.
Will be a much easier fight than Ruby had.
Yeah, no question. And half magic too.
Ruby doing a pretty good show of how to handle Dark Mire.
It would be funny if the lamp is in the Swamp Big Chest. Guess Apple hasn't done the purple chest yet. Who knows how long it would take him to get back to Swamp, but I'm guessing it's probably not going to happen before Ruby finishes. And I said get back to Swamp when he actually hasn't even seen Swamp yet.
Well, it's inverted. You don't want to do the repeated trips around the mountain if you don't have to, but...
Yeah.
It's also our... You and I can both sort of see the tracker on Apple's map tracker. The best entrance density is that cluster up top of the mountain.
Yeah, but I mean, this item is right here. Can't blame him for doing that. Sure.
And it's 2 items because it was able to pair it with the floodgate like Ruby did, at least.
Yeah. And it makes more sense than when Ruby did it because he's already done Thieves Town, so...
Also pairs with Green Pendant.
Yeah. Very nice. Getting some good double spins there from Ruby. Not using Samaria's strats. But...
I can safely say... What is that? Stop!
I don't know. It's weird. The man likes to glitch sometimes a little bit, I guess.
And I can safely say Ruby does not know Samaria's strats.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't blame him.
I have played with him for the last, 5 years. I know this one.
Right. You do have a cape, though, and that is not a strat. That is just a matter of equipping it and using it. So, yeah, just costing yourself hits for no reason, really. The hit was too late. I guess I take back what I said because he did have enough hits in to get to the next phase. That's good. It's weird. Like, it might be a while before Apple finishes, if he does finish, but at the same time, the race was actually pretty close for most of it, and just a couple small decisions.
Came down to who eventually went to the mountain again, really.
Yeah, and the fact that Apple spent the time to beat Ego 1, which ended up being unhelpful, but it could have been. That could have been the answer.
It could have been. And it's the time dedicated to the Aga 1 and having to redive Ice Palace is the other big time loss.
Yeah, for sure.
And please get GG's in chat as we're seeing for Ruby.
Yes, exactly. Very, very interesting race. And pretty well played by both of them. Is Apple finishing? Not sure.
No. Apple is forfeit in the race room.
Yeah,
which, respectable. It's a restream. And also respectable when you factor in, it's almost 9:30 over there, I believe.
Yeah, if he's European, that would be the case.
Yeah, Apple's listed as one of our German community, so. See if either of our runners want to join us for an interview. And I believe that is Ruby joining us. GG's.
GG. Thank you, the mayor, for finally giving me inverted.
At GG, hope you enjoyed your inverted seed. Although you get the Moon Pearl stupidly early, basically. So didn't get to have any fun bunny walking around the light world.
No, instead you get a logically swordless GT climb for a glove.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing.
Oh, right, that was a logically swordless climb, wasn't it?
It sure was.
We're going to get Apple in here soon, too. I think someone can pull him down. I can pull him down. GG, Apple.
GG's.
GG, Apple.
Yeah.
GG, Apple.
It might feel to you like you've got a lot left because you still have to get the cane and then beat those 2 dungeons. But trust me when I say that this was a close race.
This was, for a while, this looked like anybody's race. So.
Yeah, it felt quite tedious, honestly. The whole mid-game was like nothing popped up, no item, nothing. And then you got the glove, I think it was, and then slowly the seat opened up. But yep, I took the correct drop down for pot, but I didn't find swamp, and I decided then I do not look for swamp. I check the rest I have open, hoping to find a cane. But yeah, I think if I would check for the other drop downs and so on, it would have still taken like 10 minutes roundabout.
Yeah. The other things, of course, were like that death in ice was a costly one, and then the fact that you did Aga 1, whereas Ruby did not, that obviously took some time. Which, that could have been interesting if that had been the actual answer to the seed. If what we needed was on top of the castle. But that was just the front of Turtle Rock, of course, and nothing else of interest up there. But, yeah, Ruby did do the first chest in Aga Tower, but not the second one, which is where you got your tempered sword. So.
Oh, is that where one of the swords is hiding out? Because I'm sure the other's just in swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a sword in CT second chest.
See, at that point, I was opting to stay in logic. I'm like, either the game's going to give me a lamp or it's going to give me my cane. And that's where I find
Did you
myself. I'm
find the
like, oh,
lamp?
geez. No, I never found the lamp. So I'm not climbing
Okay.
and I'm not beating Eastern. Eastern Big Chest could have the lamp for all I know.
It
Oh, it
doesn't.
does not. He also did
Oh.
Eastern as well. So
Ah, okay. I mean,
To be fair,
that-
when he was down there to do GT the first time, the second time, I should say, was able to do the rest of Eastern because only the first 2 checks in Eastern that first trip.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that would have been a third check in logic, but I thought I'd come back if I get the big key or something to do the rest there, because it felt so slow going to Eastern Palace through without boots and everything.
yeah, it was a reasonable choice. That I would have probably just put it off entirely, to be honest. But
Especially at the point that Apple found it, given because I believe Apple did it before finishing out Kakariko Village.
yeah,
But
yeah, that too.
And the early game felt really great. Getting the bomb directly before bombable heart, then farming 2 bombs, I think, doing Paradox Cave, getting Moon Pearl, and then everything was nice for me to root. Yeah, but still, nothing showed up in the mid game.
we noticed.
Yeah, I believe I showed everyone how I thought about that hard last location glove in Mini Helma Room in GT that just
Left, of
kind of
course.
says, yeah, because that's where it usually is. And then you just start, you find your hammer, you find your other glove, you find your flippers, you find your flute, you find your mirror, and now suddenly, okay, I can beat 5 dungeons. As soon as I find Pod, I can probably beat Swamp if I find that too. Then I double map check out of Pod because I'm like, I marked these as a pendant. I'm like, I don't think I did that right. Let's make sure we don't screw ourselves. And so it turns out I would have been hunting for Swamp in full clearing, and then I would have walked in and saw the P in the corner and went, oh, oops. So I need to go to Thieves now.
Yeah, I was definitely curious why you didn't go immediately to Thieves Town after Pod. Instead, you did like the purple chest and stuff first. But either way, you would have been doing all that stuff eventually, I guess, because the cane was just not in Thieves Town. So
I think what I was thinking at the time is I'm on the Dark World with a flute. I can go ahead and clean up these couple checks real quick, and then I'm spawning Light World to do Left Side GT and Thieves anyway. So that was my rationale for doing it that way. I mean, I'm looking for one item. If I can go mode Thieves, I'll go mode Thieves.
yeah, I just Thieves does not take long, of course, but you know that. But anyway,
And also in this kind of inverted Crosskeys, the mountain is really annoying. You have to do so many round trips if you have to go for every drop down and there's no connector up again. That's horrible.
Yeah,
It would be the inverted 2.0 would much better if you have the connectors there, but well.
We will say, Copra and I were very glad when you found the flute to make sure that the seed was beatable.
I would say that, yeah. It's something about how else do you get up the mountain?
Yeah, and to be completely fair, I also then spent the next like 30 seconds calculating, is this in logic, or do Copra and other admins have to deal with the possibility of this seed was logically unbeatable? It was in
Did
logic.
you
For the record.
go the Dark Death Mountain descent, this connector? Perhaps this would also move up the mountain, because there could have been some connector to the mountain, but I did not find any. And that was, I think, the last one, which I did not check. Or
That was the one at
died
Meyer Shed, right?
going it.
Yeah, because I didn't have a lamp,
Meyer.
I didn't go through, but I'm
Yep.
pretty sure I found the other side of it on Mimic Cave. So that wouldn't have been the answer either. That flute is weight bearing, is the phrase I like to use.
Also, that mirror was disgusting.
As soon as I got that mirror, I'm like, oh, okay, I get to do it this way now. Boy, I sure hope I don't literally leave both of my dungeons on the other side of the light world. Did you also go to Hera with the big key?
Yeah,
Apple?
I had everything for Hera and also did basement for piece of art. I think,
Yeah, that
or
was
10
fun.
arrows.
I
But,
felt
I
like
mean-
I won the jackpot with those boots.
So it's not exactly true that you had everything for Hera. Something funny kind of happened there. Is that Ruby got that sword kind of absurdly early, given where it was. But then, yeah, Apple did not have the sword first time up there. So
True.
he did the every check except for Moldorm, and then got out of Hera and went and I think water walked and did the hobo, and then went to the island and then got the sword, and then splash deleted back to Hera to beat Moldorm, and then water
And
walked.
had fun with Moldom.
And
few
then he
times.
found
Oh, no.
Aga Tower and did the first 2 checks in Aga Tower, died out of there before realizing that you can't walk out of Aga Tower.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
I could.
no.
You could do a splash deletion and do then. There was the flute, right? That would have been really nice to get much earlier, but
Yeah,
I did not. So I played Aga and then hoped that something's on Castle.
Yeah, I was just hoping you would beat Aga 1 immediately, personally. But given what happened, your decisions were certainly understandable.
Also, you managed to absolutely flabbergast Jay Coper and I with that splash delete to Hera, because I'm pretty sure you managed to delete your splash twice with the same 7 syllables.
Yeah, that was really astonished. I thought, why? What? I got hit, but why didn't I
Wait,
Hey,
you got
get
hit and you were
reset?
still- What?
so
Yeah,
splash delete. So Apple did a splash delete roof,
Okay.
and then got hit by a Zora.
Like
But
immediately.
I think the Ancillas were. I think the Ancilla was still on the screen enough to delete the splash from getting hit by the Zora. So
Oh, that's
stayed
impressive.
swimming.
I love that. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
He
Don't worry,
failed it
neither
so
did we.
quickly. Failed successfully. So
Yeah.
Task failed successfully.
Yeah.
Literally. This was a fun one because inverted can throw so much at you in different ways than regular Crosskeys can. And this mountain is really the puzzle that you've got to figure out. And it's a mess. It is a bona fide mess.
Yeah, if you have a start flute, it would have been much more comfortable, but
Yeah.
less fun.
Thank you, the mayor, for rolling a 25% confidence rate on all of my settings this tournament.
At least you did not get a key drop that could have been much worse.
Oh, what do you mean worse?
Oh,
It would have been
inverted
awesome.
Key drop is fun.
Not in inverted, no.
Sure it is.
Sure it is. I've played it.
I think it was in inverted with start flute and 100% completionist. I did not have much fun, honestly. That's
Your
happy
problem
that
is,
at least
you're
there was
playing
not a
completionist.
completionist here available.
The problem is it's completionist, so you don't have to do 216 checks. You have to do 249 checks, and that's a tall ask because that gets a little hairy.
Yeah, GG's to both of you. I forget I think that puts Ruby at 3-3.
It put
I
me
believe
3-3 and think you going 4-2?
No, I thought we were both 2-3 coming in.
2-3?
Yeah, you were both 2-3.
Okay.
So 3-3 and 2-4. Yeah, both out of the bracket, but if you choose to go on, the secondary bracket will be there. So.
Besides, now Ruby and I can get matched up and we can laugh about it, right?
If only we can bribe the mayor to turn all of our settings on.
Hey, Alvin, how much to turn on all the settings?
You don't need to bribe anyone. You can just have them both set to all on. So
yeah, you can
but we're both
update
set to
it.
randoms. Wait.
Well, I mean, if you want them all turned on, then don't set them to random. So that's your answer right there, right?
I mean, when you opt in for the tournament, you set them either all on or random.
No,
right,
no,
right,
you
So-
can still update it. No.
Oh, you can update it.
You
Hmm.
can update it at the bracket start at the very least. So
Right. We're not at the bracket start though.
Yeah.
That's the
oh,
problem.
well, we will be
Leaf-
in 1 week.
right, but if Leaf and I get paired somehow tomorrow
Oh,
night,
next
then
week,
we're going to
yes.
be stuck in random. Yeah. And
Yes, yes.
We
Then-
would like
then you
to
True.
slide a few rupees the mayor's way to have all of our matching randoms.
But
turned on.
as I understood, someone was able to switch the settings while in currently group phase or Swiss phase. I did not test it if it's really possible to switch it right now. But
It does show
someone
the options
told me
there,
that it
but-
was able to do it, so I'm not sure if this was accurate or not. Just what I heard from someone.
I mean, I bathe in chaos, so I'm okay with it being random, unless it's Leaf. Then please turn all of our settings on.
Or at least turn on the pseudo boots.
Yeah, Leaf and I are longtime friends, so the more crazy, the better.
Sounds fun.
By the way, one thing, Apple, your mic has a lot of static for me, and I, not necessarily something you need to fix now, but maybe you can take a look at it later. So,
It's worth noting.
yes, it is. It seems to be present a lot, but yeah, thank you both for the great race, and good luck to both of you in the rest of your races. Looking forward to more fun matchups. I feel like we sufficiently covered this seed by now.
Yeah. Big shouts to Rob and Siberian for doing the tracking for us.
Yes,
I'm
very
pretty sure
much.
Coper and I would have been lost without them.
Yeah, thanks for picking this one up, everybody. Rob Siberian. Rob obviously restreaming this game and most of the games midday is fantastic for those of us in the American audience. Siberian, it's good to see you back in the tracking seat. I was wondering where your name was. And of course, Coper and Leaf giving us some voices so that we don't talk to ourselves in the audience watching one of these. To believe me, I'm sure Apple and I were talking to ourselves the entire time.
I was cursing a lot, so it's good that I was not or was unmuted. Muted. So yeah, thanks a lot for the restream. I had really fun racing you, and good luck for the rest of your next week remaining, and then brackets for whoever reaches it.
Yeah, so then from my side also cheers to you guys, and thanks for J. Cooper and Leaf to join in as commentaries in last minute. So yeah, it was a fun one to watch, and I hope you all had fun. So what will we see next here on CSR? So we will get maybe a match in around 3 hours if we found another 2 commentators for that one. So last matches of Swiss Round 6 will be up this day. And now we will lead to Tracy and watch her doing this Crosskeys ladder. So more Crosskeys for you. And see you soon.